should be embarrassed.
Do you think they put more Butterfingers in the whole thing or just on the top?
I hope it's in the whole thing. If it's just on the top, you just paid for some.
Golly, that's good.
See, that's even when I could eat that stuff, I just never. Like, I think I've got one of those maybe two my whole life. Not Butterfinger, but any of those. I just not my thing.
If I'm gonna get a shake, it's gonna be Reese's peanut butter. You know.
Reese's peanut butter. You did Butterfinger, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to. So, I kind of got excited and seen the Butterfinger. It's been a long time since I had a Butterfinger.
Okay.
It's like, well.
Is that it? That's the whole story?
Yeah.
I thought we were getting ready to go on a ride of some kind of story or something, and it was a jip.
Back out on the trails here, Mount Nebo, beautiful Mount Nebo. Reluctantly out here on the trails. It's 33 degrees up here. Water's starting to freeze in the parking lot. Today we are going to be focusing on the upgrades thus far, everything except for the forks. That's still to come, but we're going to be worried about the 203mm rotors. We're going to see how the zoom brakes perform, the hydraulic zoom budget brakes, $43. Ever since we did the proper bleed on them, we're going to see how they perform today going down the Hayes Creek run. Triple C, we're mainly going to focus on the Damn Boys chain guide, the chain guide that he sent, the RSP chain guide, and also the Berserker Nick pedals that he sent in.
That was a weak Berserker.
It was Berserker. We're going to see how the pedals do, the shiny chain, all the oil slick stuff, the stem up here. And also, guys, remember we put the new 780 bars on here. Some of you guys were asking questions about them. We got them for $26. Is it going to have a bunch of flex? We're going to see how that bar holds up. Hopefully, we don't bend it like we have been all these other bars. We're going to take on the Triple C, get all that done, and then the brake department, all about the Hayes Creek run. It's going to be coming here shortly, so make sure you guys stay tuned. Project Humpty Dumpty. See if we get any compliments out here, if there's anybody else out here on how good this bike looks. It's all decked out now thanks to Berserker Nick. Ooh. And then here shortly, after we get done hearing what this thing's all about, we're gonna take this bike down Hayes Creek Run. Ooh. See how these brakes do. First little jump there. Not too bad. Second jump here. Ooh. Now, there's something else kind of bothered me with the chain guide. You can hear it almost while you're pedaling when it's making contact with that bottom plastic sleeve. Now, you know, obviously the chain guide is used because you don't want a bunch of chain slap going on, but it doesn't really seem that it makes that much sense to me. If you can hear it rubbing against it and clicking against the sleeve. See right there, you can hear it big time. The riding position right now is pretty solid. I do like that little bit of a rise. Now, the first set of bars that we had, besides the stock bars, the FMFX TR 780s, they were long, not much rise to them, and I really liked them because how spread out and how little of steering I had to do with the Taff. With these guys, my arms aren't stretched out all crazy, but they still feel pretty quick turning and pretty responsive still. I do like these. You guys can check out that affiliate link in the description. Forget the brand name on them, but I don't know, I'm digging the ride position now. The bike doesn't seem huge. One thing that's nice is how smooth the Ganopper is. I mean, it feels a world of difference down there on my feet. With the stock crankset, you kind of feel almost like you have something dragging with those bearings that they ship out from stock, you know. But this right here, the whole steel bearing hollow bottom bracket, so smooth, and you can feel that whenever it comes to pedaling. And for what, 50, 60 something dollars that we paid for it. Very good, very light, well upgrade. Let's go ahead and see what the Hayes Creek has to offer. 37 degrees out. Hayes Creek run. Ugh, here we come. Tighten this fork up a little bit. That fork video is to come as well. Well, brakes work good right there. Here we go, guys. See how these brakes do. The 203 rotors and these newly bled Zoom brakes. So glad we got the universal kit for them. Feeling okay. The right one is definitely not nearly as squishy, and there's not a whole bunch of play like there was before. I'm liking that. First turn here. Shall we do? Oh, they're sticking well. Oh yeah. That feels like a very good hydraulic upgraded brake now, especially in the rear. For so long I was riding this bike without using the rear, using that front about 10 times as much as I was using the back one, just because the back one wasn't grabbing anymore. It would just about be touching that rubber on the grip, so almost useless. But right now, going to these corners like that and then big old rotors, wow. Now I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the amount of bite that I'm getting. That chain guy did get there. I'm sure a lot of that has to do with the amount of bite that I'm getting on the new 203 rotors as opposed to the stock Schwinn ones that we had on here. But it's a good combo right now. I'm just flying through this trail. I'm confident in them brakes. Man, got a good rock garden down here, see if we can stop. Oh yeah. Wow, these bars too. Bars, wow. We're such a good position in the riding department. It is slick as snot out here on this trail, and my feet have yet to slip off of these pedals that Berserker sent. No more having to pump the brakes up like I was having to do in the past. Oh, crap. It's so muddy down here. This bike and brakes are handling it. This whole bike has gone a lot of changes, and all of them have been really good. We've lucked out with all the budget upgrades we've done on this bike. Really have, whew, some air there. Just moving on this thing now. Oh yeah. So nimble with these handlebars. I love it. Oh, yeah. Really get down to them turns now. Starting to get dark on us. Have to say my fingers are unable to feel the levers at this point. It's so cold out here. But I'm still stopping, and that's what's important. Woo, buddy. All right, guys. Well, the all newly bled Zoom hydraulic brakes made a world of difference getting the proper kit. Everybody that sent out ideas on that, which one to get, thank you so much. Felt way more confident in the braking department. I'm so used to using my front brake more and more on the Schwinn Taff, and this time I was actually able to use my rear. Now the 203s I think helped that out tremendously. Now when it comes to the bar department, those bars are awesome, make the world of difference. Same stem, just a little bit more blinged out now, but since that bar has a little bit more rise on it, it was a lot better than the first bar we went with, just because I think that older bar that we had, it had me stretched out so much. This bar, same length, just has more rise. I'm able to really sit up into the stance instead of being down like this. The chain guide on that trail, of course, wasn't as big of an issue, not really an issue at all going down the mountain, because there wasn't a lot of shifting or a lot of pedaling involved, as opposed to the Triple C up top. Had to do a lot of shifting, and it was just so noisy up there, kind of become a pain in the butt, especially towards the end of the trail. But guys, that was another Wolf Tick episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and make sure you guys stay tuned, turn the notifications on, because we still have to take these forks, do a real-time review going down Hayes Creek Run, and we're going to do some jumping with them. But we got some pretty cool stuff planned for you guys in the upcoming future. But thank you guys for watching Wolf Tick videos. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know I did.